Yo guys, what's going on? Got a purple option card deck for you guys for the BT6 format. This deck is focused on purple MetalGarurumon and playing lots of powerful option cards to kind of synergize with that. And then of course, also the addition of Bellstarmon here is really awesome. She's a really fantastic late game card when your trash is built up with a lot of 7-cost option cards. But then of course, also playing the promo Wizardmon. This is kind of what inspired the deck, and I think it makes the deck a little bit more explosive, being able to not only use option cards for free, but then gaining advantage off of it by just gaining memory for free is really nice. So that is a fantastic addition to the deck. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So for the low end here first, still playing 4 copies of Demi-Meramon. Still think this is generically just the best purple egg to play in most situations, at least in this version where I'm not playing like Titamon, like all the other like discard support. So it's really important just to be able to cycle through your deck and see not only your option cards, but also get to your MetalGarurumon, because seeing your option cards without seeing this guy is really unfortunate, and vice versa. So you really want to get through your deck as quickly as possible. And then just one Sunamon, just as an extra egg, but it also because it synergizes really well with Gabumon here, since you're drawing, discarding, and then of course Lady Devimon, which is another very key card for cycling through your deck. So then, like I said, Gabumon, just being able to draw 2, discard 1 is really fantastic. The on deletion effect of Tapermon is also really nice. Sometimes just playing him and swinging at your opponent's security gives you an early game play, and then drawing cards is of course always fantastic. 2 copies of Gazimon, because I still think this is very relevant against Hammer Spark and Blinding Ray, and of course just inherited effects like Starter Deck Growlmon, stuff like that, that just prevents your opponent from gaining memory off of card effects aside from their tamers. So if I can play this in that deck, I'm most likely going to play it. And then of course 2 copies of Soundbirdmon. I think this is a cool addition as well. This is from set 4, but I haven't really tested it out before now like too much. But I do like it, just being able to trash an option card sometimes. If you've got too many, you can just gain memory off of this for free, which is super nice, helping you push forward with your plays. And then of course being able to retrieve those option cards later on with stuff like Drakemon or Drakmon, I don't know how you say his name. But basically when you play this guy, you can return 1 purple option cards with a cost of 1 or 7 specifically to your hand, so it fetches back your Fly Bullet as well as your Nail Bone, which is super fantastic. So this is a good recovery play, and that's it for the level 3s. For the level 4s, relatively straightforward, just playing 3 copies of your Vanilla Meramon. Just, of course, having this in tandem with Skull Meramon is super nice, because you get to build up really quickly into your purple MetalGarurumon. And then Wizardmon, like I mentioned, I think this is the 4 of for sure, being able to gain memory every single time you activate an option card. Unfortunately, it is once per turn. Might be a little bit too broken if it wasn't, but that's really fantastic. Also, it's really nice with something like Lilithmon if you're playing that in your version, because then you can gain like 3 memory off of any single interaction, or if you're playing something like Jack Raid and gaining 4 or 5 off of a single activation. This might be pretty insane in the Lilith loop. Might have to test that out. And then of course just 4 copies of your blocker Devimon. For level 5s, 3 copies of Skull Meramon and 4 Lady Devimon. Lady Devimon, like I mentioned, is really fantastic for her draw 2, discard 2 ability, but then of course being able to delete any level 3 whenever you activate an option card. So if you've got this underneath your MetalGarurumon, that's really fantastic to be able to just clear extra bodies on the field. I am playing a little bit of a low level 5 count, only 7 of them, but you're realistically only playing 4 level 6s that you're going to be evolving into, because most of the time you're going to want to summon Bellstarmon straight from your hand. So of course 2 copies of Bellstarmon. This is really nice. Basically, you play her, and her play cost is reduced by 1 for each 3 Musketeer Digimon card, basically including her, and then, of course, the 7-cost option card. So if you've got, like, let's say you've got 1 Bellstarmon and, like, 3 Fly Bullets engraved, well, then she'll be reduced by 4 cost. She'll be an 8-cost total to just play from your hand. And then you get to add back a 7-cost option card, so not only Fly Bullet, but also Nail Bone, and then activate any of those from your hand for free. So that's really fantastic. Getting a level 6 on the field, and then also getting to use a powerful effect from one of your option cards. Really nice. And then, of course, the main man himself, MetalGarurumon, or Black MetalGarurumon as I like to call him, is able to play an option card of 7 or lower for free just by Digibursting 2. So if you got a full stack, you can potentially use something like 2 Fly Bullets or 2 Hell's Gate in a single turn. So I think that's absolutely fantastic. Just having explosive turns out of the breeding area is really, really nice. 1 copy of Millenniumon to give you another play on top of your Bellstar or your purple MetalGaruru, so that's really fantastic. Just being able to get rid of anything by digivolving him is just an extra form of control you have. And then, of course, the recursion when he dies is really fantastic as well. Now, for the option cards, I'm playing quite the spread here. I am playing 9 option cards. I don't know if I would ever play more than like 9 or 10. Past that, it can get a little bit bricky, and even then, like even if you're playing like consistency cards like Gabumon, like Lady Devimon, or heck, even Takumi Aiba, that could be another addition to this deck. I still think like you can't really do anything with these like turn 1, and they don't get you any advantage aside from getting rid of your opponent's Digimon, or Nailbone lets you tutor out cards, and Purple Memory Boost does as well. But these two are your main forms of removal. So you got 2 copies of Hellgate that lets you delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon, so any 6 or 7, really, really fantastic there. But of course, 6 cost comes with a bit of a downside in that it doesn't have a security effect. You just add it to your hand, you don't get to activate it for free. However, Fly Bullet does let you activate this card from security. Its main effect is delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon for a 7 cost, so that is absolutely fantastic. Not only hits level 6s, but also level 5s, and then doesn't have to worry about their position like something like Trump Sword did. So this is absolutely amazing. Being able to play this for free off of Bellstar or off of MetalGarurumon is really ridiculous, and then cycling it back with things like Drakemon or Matt Ishida here is really fantastic. 2 copies of Purple Memory Boost, because even though this is an option card focused deck, you still definitely want to see your Digimon, so this helps with the consistency. And then of course you get to gain 2 memory by sending it to the trash later on. The cool interaction with this is actually if you play this and you've got like your Lady Devimon or your Wizardmon on field, you can actually gain a memory, making this a 2 cost, or like play this for free off of the MetalGarurumon, get a free search. So that's really a cool interaction as well. So just synergize with the whole option card vibe of the deck. And then 1 copy of Nailbone. I think this card has a very high ceiling, but I think I would definitely consider playing 2, but any more than 2 is a little bit bricky. This lets you play a purple level 3 and 4 from your trash without using their memory costs, and then of course on play effects don't activate. So getting back stuff like Gazimon or extra blockers or Soundbirdmon or any of these cards helping you build up into your higher Digimon, just spamming the field off of 1 single effect is really, really fantastic. And then of course the security effect is also amazing. Being able to summon like a blocker back from your trash is really great. And lastly, to round off the deck, playing 2 copies of Matt Ishida, just guaranteeing yourself 3 memory, and then of course recurring any single card in this deck, well, I guess aside from Millenniumon, but any of your option cards as well as any of your purple Digimon. Getting back a Bellstarmon using her effect next turn is really, really amazing. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for the list. Let me know what you think of this purple option card build. I was definitely considering putting in Plutomon as well, but my main issue with that is that Fly Bullet is such a fantastic card, but it's a 7 cost and not a 6. So maybe a Plutomon version would not run this. It would mainly probably play Hell's Gate and some other cards, but I wanted to focus around Fly Bullet since I think it's fantastic for its main and security effect. But guys, that's going to be the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.